Welcome back to another episode of Big Movie Mouth Off. We're here at Broovy Cinema Pub reviewing more films for you. I'm Jimmy Martin with Slug Magazine. And once again, it is not Jeff Weiss.
No.
But filling in for Jeff Weiss's duties.
Shannon Barnton from the Geek Show podcast. The wildly entertaining Geek Show podcast.
The wild card.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you can find Big Movie Mouth Off on Xfinity Channel 6, also on their on-demand system. Also on Facebook, facebook.com/Big Movie Mouth Off. This is the summer season, and we have just about every movie you can imagine coming out. We've got free passes too, so come check us out. Join the page, like it, love it, whatever you want to do on that thing. And this time around, we're going to be reviewing, it's Pixar's latest animation, Monsters University. Now, basically, you brought back all the characters from our beloved Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. till to this day is the only film I've ever seen in the theater twice in the same day.
Really?
I did like a roller coaster. I just went right back on because I love that movie. So I was kind of nervous with this one because you're messing around with characters that I love.
Sure.
And it's a prequel.
Yeah.
So a prequel. Now,
and I will also say, with the exception of the Toy Story movies, Pixar doesn't have the best track record when it comes to
the sequels?
Sequels.
Like Cars 2. So, prequel for the Monsters world. Mike and Sully are, basically it's college years. Monsters Inc., the college years is what we could call it. So they go off to Monsters University to join the SCARE program. Mike, voiced by Billy Crystal once again, and Sully, John Goodman, have joined the program to become scarers, which is like their ultimate dreams, lifelong achievements. Well, few incidents happen here and there, and they're immediately kicked out of the program. So what they have to do is to join a Scare Fest, and whoever wins the Scare Fest can come back into school and basically regain their popularity amongst their students and hopefully achieve that career that they always did.
James B. Sullivan.
I'm gonna be a scarer!
What? Whoa, were you kissing my hand?
And what about you with all your shedding?
I don't shed.
Really? Just wait, Hotshot. I'm gonna scare circles around you this year.
You're not even in the same league with me.
Ow!
The MU cafeteria has some of the best chefs in the world.
Welcome to Scaring 101.
You don't need to study scaring, you just do it.
That is a good point. You might want to hang out with someone a little more your speed.
Want to join Uzma Kappa? We have cake.
If you're not scary, what kind of a monster are you?
I'm Art, New Age philosophy major. Thought you might like to keep a dream journal.
Is that a joke?
The Scare Games! A super intense scaring competition!
You could totally die.
And it's worth it!
If you lose, you will leave Monsters University.
Fine! Behold, my brothers of Uzma Kappa!
I have an extra toe. Not with me, of course.
Let's begin the first competition!
Good luck, ladies.
Thanks! We're gonna rip you to pieces!
Tentacles and serpent's wings, they...
Don't go in there!
Just reach deep down and let the scary out.
Tonight we party like scarers!
I can't be late on the first day.
Here's the thing with this film, it's kind of like what we were saying about The Heat. You've kind of seen this before.
Yeah.
Essentially, this movie is Revenge of the Nerds. And I kind of say old school a little bit.
A little bit.
And so basically what you've got is the fraternity of jocks against the fraternity of nerds who Mike and Sully join. And you've got events and crazy things. Instead of like, Asians riding on tricycles drunk, you have mazes where you have to scare children and not teenagers.
Sure,
you know?
or not touch urchins that make your body swell.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say the other difference in this is it's adorable. I seriously was smiling the whole time in this movie. Like, from the very beginning where you meet little tiny Mike Wazowski.
Yep.
As a little kid with his braces, I was just like, aw. It was just cute.
Yeah.
As my mother would say, cute.
So, yeah, I think, because Pixar, before Cars 2, I always could say Pixar really did no wrong. Even though Cars was a little rocky, it was still no wrong. Then Cars 2 came out, and I was like, okay, they've shaken the foundation of perfection. Then Brave came out, and Brave was definitely a step above, but still not that perfection. Now, does this hit the height of WALL-E and Toy Story 3? To me, no. It's still got the charm and the heart of a Pixar film, but it's not hitting that level of Pixar that we kind of expect them to be.
The person I was watching this movie with, I looked over at them and I was like, you know what I love about these movies, the Pixar movies, is you forget that you're watching a cartoon.
Yep.
Like the characters are so fully realized and the animation is so good.
Yeah.
You're just like, you're totally involved. You're like, oh, I hope they get into scare school, you know? It was real, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the moment where it was the first, I'd almost say minute, they show a school bus driving by, and it's with little Mike Wazowski, but you hear kids singing, and all of a sudden it pans up, and they're all the monsters, and immediately I'm immersed in this world, and I'm like, I'm not coming out of it, you know? And that, I love it. I don't think it's got the heart and soul that Monsters, Inc. had, because it's, you know, to me, that was almost a story we'd never seen before, which it was so creative and so imaginative, and this is where, like I said, it's kind of a story you've seen before, but they do it right, you know, because prequels are really hard to do.
I agree, and like, but they did stuff to keep you interested because Steve Buscemi's character that he voices,
Randall,
he's kind of like the villain in the original movie,
Yep.
right? And when you meet him, he's like Mike's roommate. And I was just sitting there the whole time. I was like, why is he going to go evil?
Yeah.
I want to see, and you get to find out. So
yeah, it's got those, you know, those touching moments. You know, even though you do know, obviously, and that's what I loved about the whole thing is that, you know, Mike Wazowski, the whole plot is basically seeing, are you even scary? You know, and you know, Sully's got the roar, Mike's got nothing, and so that's the whole storyline. And you're thinking that you're like, I know, and I won't ruin it if you haven't seen Monsters Inc., but you know that Mike becomes a legend. So, but you know that he has to go all these hurdles to get to that point, and it's still fun to watch him do this.
And also, I really enjoyed all the new characters. Now, I will say, I thought I wasn't going to like it as much because I loved the little girl.
Oh, Boo.
Boo.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, the little girl isn't going to be in it. But the new characters they had, I loved his frat.
Yeah.
Mike's frat, he had to join with
the fraternity.
The fraternity with the guy with the mustache that looked like a bat wing.
Yeah.
You know, the old guy. Helen Mirren's, she did the voice of the dean of the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was actually kind of scary. She scared me a little bit.
Pretty creepy.
Yeah.
No, it's. I think Pixar's back on the right track to get back to where they were. It definitely made me laugh. You know, and again, what this film does, at least for me, was, you know, I'm in my 30s and I felt like I was 8 again. Like I was laughing as much as the kid sitting next to me who was like 7.
Right.
And
I will say this too: the kids that were in the theater with me, because I went and saw it during a matinee.
Yeah.
Into it.
Yeah.
You know, they weren't talking; they were like totally immersed. So you can take the kids to it; they'll enjoy it as well.
Perfect.
Watch out for the weird short at the start.
The umbrella, the blue umbrella.
It gave me the creeps. I will say it was kind of cool though because it was the first time they've really done photorealism. I thought it was like a mix of like live action and computer animation. And then I realized, no, this is all computer animation, and it looked really, really real.
It's crazy.
But weird.
That's Pixar testing the limits. So there you have it, Monsters University. I'm going to give it 3.5 stars because I had a really good time with it, and I love the kind of kids movies that I sit there and almost forget that I'm watching a kids movie.
I'm gonna give it 3.
3? You want to do 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like I said, I miss Boo. I'm knocking off a half star because it was Boo-less.
See, yeah, I think, mine was because I gave Monsters Inc. 4, so I'll go down just a little bit. So there you have it. So actually a really good addition to the Pixar family. Go check out Monsters University. And that's going to do it for this episode of Big Movie Mouth Off. Come check us out on the Facebook page, and we'll see you again here at Groovy Cinema Pub, reviewing more films for you all through the summer. See you then. 3!